Here's the cutoff
two
move,
PGs, yep, two PGs moving in for the cutoff, but there's a Jeep and two rifles versus two PGs and a Ketten. We have another engineer and another rifle coming in as well. This could be a very tight battle, but the Jeep got focus fired and is forced to leave the fight. One of the rifle squads gets slowed, but it does force a forward retreat from Symbiosis. He doesn't want to lose too much manpower. Those PGs costing 45 manpower a pop to reinforce. Doesn't want to lose those guys.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Symbiosis took a little too much there. You know, he went for the cutoff. It might have been too early for him, as he couldn't really support it, as DevM is going for such a heavy left-hand side focus.
Yeah, he may have bitten off a bit more than he could chew for so early on. We actually have Luftwaffe chosen there. We have the Cloak Ketten running around. Cloak Ketten has got to be one of the coolest, but one of the most annoying units in the whole game.
First munitions from DevM goes into a Flamer, excellent counter to Pigrans with the soldier armor.
Yep, and defensive ops chosen by Symbiosis as his first tech, so he's going to be able to keep those PGs in tip-top shape. Tier 1 now coming up, Kampfgroffer Company, where he can build himself some scout cars if he wants to.
DevM was actually repairing the Jeep with his Flamer engines, but they were in cover behind the hedge, so they couldn't get focused while repairing, so the Jeep could just keep getting repaired, taking no damage whatsoever, and forcing the Pigrans into the cutoff house of their own. Now DevM is starting to branch out on the far right side. He still is in possession of the high fuel on the left.
Whoops, my knowledge of PE teching is obviously quite lacking. I said scout cars. What I should have said is this is the half-track building, and we've got an infantry half-track being produced.
Ah, infantry half-track, yeah. I've seen less and less of the fast armored car play from recent PE broadcasts that I've been watching on GameReplays.org. You usually see, you know, quick infantry half-track, and you can reinforce from it, and you can pop your guys in it if there's too much flak coming in on it.
Yeah, infantry half-track's very popular.
Ketten was gonna go try for the push on the decap of the fuel, but they do get it, the riflemen from DevM there. They are getting focus fired at long range from the G43s with no cover for the rifles. Oh, the cutoff building is taken by Flamer engineers, which is going to be extremely hard for Symbiosis to dislodge now.
Well, this could be disastrous now if Symbiosis loses the cutoff. He's going to have a very hard time with the US player now having taken that strong building. More rifles moving in from around the hedge. There could be a big engagement coming out now when that Flamer joins the fight. This is a crucial point in the PE-US matchup right now.
Yeah, DevM making the choice upping the cap on the fuel with the Ketten.
Symbiosis cut off from all his fuel now except for one +5 near his base. He's lost entirely his +16 and his cutoff. Very, very rough position for him right now. Infantry half-track versus Jeep.
Second Ketten now going for the American cutoff. There's nothing to defend against it either. One of the rifle squads are actually moving back, but the decap is imminent.
But so is the Jeep.
It's going to happen. Oh,
the Jeep's coming as well.
Be able to shake the Ketten. There's
the cutoff, cloak to get away, or no? He's going to use the road bonus to give himself a little bit of a head start, and then he cloaks.
Jeep is going up the road. He knows that the Ketten is somewhere around there. Where are you? Randy's looking for you. Oh, the Ketten nicely dodges the Jeep though.
DevM doing a good job of holding this house. Oh, the motor pool can be really nasty. We have Tier 4 though coming up, Panther Support Command coming up. That's where we're going to see an ATHT being produced out of in no time at all.
Look at the Cloak Ketten. He's just waiting at the off-map call-in spot for DevM in the north. Looking at the rifles capping away, just waiting for them to leave so he can decap it again.
Oh, cheeky, cheeky.
Jeep still looking for Kettens, I think, on the right side. Scouting, looking for Kettens to kill.
The Ketten is finally managed to get close enough to that point to actually get the cutoff back. So finally, Symbiosis gets his +16 fuel connected once again, but only after having lost it for a very long time, and he's getting recapped straight away.
Some Luftwaffe ground forces in the half-track adds a little bit of firepower, but it's actually out of range to fire on the building. Only the MG on the half-track itself There he goes into range, but it's still out of range from the flamer. Ketten is going to go for a decap on the cutoff again, but there are rifles guarding it this time. He's still going to gamble it.
Look at the map control here. Look at the map control from DevM. He has so much of the map.
First M8, and he has 110 munitions in the bank, so instantly upgrades both the side skirts and the top gunner of the M8 coming out of the motor pool from DevM. It's going to be a nice shock troop here. There is an HT half-track out.
Oh, and Ketten bites the dust. Another nice little win for DevM. Brilliant, just like containment ability by DevM here, but new
on my
ATHT.
screen, the M8 just dragged the Ketten driver all across the road.
What?
It's like just mashed him all over the road.
DevM's actually going to be able to get the cut. He actually manages to cap the plus 16 fuels. He has both plus 16 fuels. This is a brilliant position. Very, very dominant for DevM right now, and I can see something blinking in the barracks. What is he constructing out of there?
He's upgrading to stickies as he's seen the infantry half-track. He needs some form of soft counter combined with M8, you know, stop the half-track being able to move fast enough, and the M8 can pursue it and polish it off.
And pretty good versus the AT half-track as well if he can get close enough. Although that focus fire ability is really nasty.
Oh yeah.
As we saw
Sniper
in,
on wheels.
Was it Charles Darwin versus Pepsi? We casted that game, a PE game. And, well, the focus fire ability got something like 17 kills on the ATHT by the end of the game. It was ridiculous. It was more of an infantry killer than a tank killer.
Yeah, and then he got 3 G43s, and it's just like melting the hell from any squad that even comes in close vicinity. Here we go, a nice hit now from DevM with 2 rifles and 2 flamers against all these P-grants. There's the immobilization threadbreaker from the AT half-track.
Destroyed engine.
But he has nothing to follow it up. It's immobilized as well.
And those 2... oh, there's a sticky off on the infantry half-track. That building has been turned into a forward HQ by the Panzer Elite player there. Sticky goes in on the ATHT.
It's going to get focus fired by rifle fire as well. The P-grants are forced to retreat.
Damaged engine. It could go down here, but there's a mortar round comes in and kills an entire flamer squad there from Recon Randy. Mortar half-track really dishing out the damage, and finally the ATHT goes down, but the M8 could soon be joining him.
One good mortar barrage. Yeah, there's the gunner, and he's down to 10% health. Not even that.
Boom.
There it goes.
That was quite a spectacular explosion.
I remember seeing some game, I can't remember which it was, but it was also on Angoville, and I'm pretty sure it was in a tourney, where a Pershing got thread break, immobilized, and then a mortar half-track just kept shelling it. And the engineers just desperately tried to repair it, but it never got the engine
I
back.
vaguely remember that game, I think, yeah.
Might have been Siberian, might have been Aimstrong, I can't remember.
Jeep still alive, demonstrating its ability to have great ability, well, great survivability versus PE. Unless you tread break it, there's really no way to kill it if the opponent is staying on top of things.
You would think that the light AT half-track would be able to kill a Jeep very quickly, but, you know, it takes a while. Rangers out now from DevM as well. Infantry chosen, Rangers unlocked instantly.
DevM is playing like his own guide says, basically by the book. I know that he talked a lot about Rangers and how he thinks they're great versus PE. And they are really good against infantry half-track armor, and those Thompsons really do tear up PGs.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's a great unit against PEs. Very, very paper armor half-tracks. Oh, 2 nice Souk hits. And there's the fire-up to pursue the infantry half-track. It is nicely reversed by Symbiosis, however. But there's nothing to back him up. MP-44 Grand forces off one of the rifle squads. And the Rangers are actually forced to stop pursuing the infantry half-track when their fire-up runs out.
Oh wow,
too close
double
to
MP-44s finish off a rifle.
Ooh, wow, nice kill. I think Symbiosis really needed that. Thompson's now on the Rangers, though.
One stripe of defensive veterancy for Symbiosis.
He doesn't want to lose any men. He wants to retain all his manpower, and he does have the defensive operations, so he can just heal up in the base instead of losing men. That forward HQ is really working for him as well. It's keeping these Pigrans there longer than they should be.
He's
Might be
really
the end
getting
of it there,
pushed
though.
now. Yeah, he's really getting seriously pushed. He's going to lose the cutoff once again.
The Pigrans in the building are most likely dead. He does vacate the house, but gets taken out.
We are losing ground.
And there's the decap on the forward HQ. Infantry hack frac is finally repaired. More hack frac takes a huge shot from
Oh
Bazooka.
my
Long range
God.
one though.
Look at the damage done.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys down to what was, I think, a single shell from that mortar. 8 kills now, 1 light vehicle. That is insane. And the Jeep got damaged engine as well, so that might be the end of the Jeep.
Oh, he's trying to get on the road. He needs the bonus with the damage center. Here comes the MP44 Grenadiers. They might be able to kill this Jeep. Oh, here comes the Infantry half track as well with the road bonus. That Jeep surely has to go down. Wow, it actually dodged the whole burst from the top gunner, the gunner on the Infantry half track.
He's getting
And then
repaired.
he's not trying to repair it. It's going into the base.
Oh,
no!
he does go down. What a shame.
Well, as you said in the previous cast, Jeeps tend to die eventually.
They do. But as long as you get the worst out of them before they die, it's okay. Armored car out now from Symbiosis.
He never got the decap on the forward HQ either with the 2 MP44 grants coming out of the base. And now the Luftwaffe ground forces are actually in there. Nice sticky through the hedge on the
very
armored
nice.
car.
Very nice.
Symbiosis
Wow,
completely unaware of that.
immobilized.
What's up with these sticky crits from DevM?
Holy
Oh,
shit,
no!
rifle goes down in its entirety. Another stripe of
Ranger's
veterancy
working.
for the defensive vet MP44s there. They can become very dangerous if they're allowed to get too much veterancy.
Yeah, defensive vet on Pigran squads turns them into, you know, some form of survivable Terminator squad. While
Vet 3 MP44s are just so sexy.
yeah, you can really close the distance with the MP44s with all the defensive. 43s with offensive vet just rips everything to shreds.
Or if you're versus Brits, just go offensive vet on everything and laugh.
What's that silly Titans Brits with PE, like 4 kitten opening, push the recon that tries to cap one of the points where the HQ is supposed to set up?
Well,
and then just
that's what
click
Seb
it.
was saying, wasn't it? Like in the PE Brit matchup, if you want to win easy, then all you have to do is just go, you just reset the cap that the recon is trying to get for the truck, and then you've basically won. Then you just take 2 ACs or Martyrs or whatever, and it's easy. Easy mode.
Easy mode. M44's moving around the flank here on the...
Yeah, on the retreat
Thompson
part though, this
Rangers.
could be really nasty.
Oh, he loses a bazooka, picks it up before he retreats though, but it's 3 men with the retreat bonus as well. These rifles not have much to say against 2 MP44 squads though. Here comes an M8 again. Second M8 now. It's fully upgrading to side skirts already bought, or is upgrading at the moment. Flavor engineers to defend the cutoff outside of the American base.
Double
Grenades
vet
tech
on those
as well, Vem.
MP44s.
Oh yeah, he didn't choose what he wanted to go. I hope he goes at least 2 defensive.
I would be very surprised if he did anything except all defensive on MP44s.
All defensive, yeah, most likely.
Another ATHT being produced as a counter to the M8 that's just been produced. With rocking the skirts and 50 cal already.
Yeah, DevM has a very healthy income across the board, you know. He did have the most of the map after taking the cutoff from Symbiosis. So he's got a 43 munitions income and it's just basically swimming in it all game. He's got Thompsons, he got a few stickies here and there. Now he also takes grenades because he can easily afford throwing a few grenades around.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
These MP44s are so savage. DevM doesn't seem to really know like, how to approach them. Without bars, he's got a really hard time closing the gap effectively.
M8 is probably some form of a response to the MP44s. He needs some
Possibly, yeah.
fast vehicle to chase them around and harass them. And also
AC taking
counter
a
all
few
these light
hits.
vehicles. Nice overdrive, reversing away. That's what I like to see overdrive, you know, it is an escape mechanism compared to some players which use it as some form of chasing, killing off low health squad mechanism.
Well, the worst... Oh my god, it's a huge mortar round.
Ouch.
Suppresses 2 squads. These Thompsons, wow, look at the damage done there. Really tearing apart those MP44s. But still only 3 kills for the Thompsons. They're struggling to get the kills in.
Rangers just don't tend to get the kills. For some reason, they just damage everything. And then
I
something
think
else
it's because
gets
by the time they get that close, you know, most players have retreated by
Just
then
retreat.
anyway. So.
This M8 is really shining right now for DevM. It is exactly what he needed, but here's the AT half-track. Oh, and there's the mobilization, and the mortar half-track is in range to just continuously shell that M8 now.
This could be very dangerous unless the Rangers can do something about it, but they are
Ooh,
getting
focus
focus
fire.
fired.
There's the bar upgrade, and they're exhausted after the fire-up.
He's forced to retreat. Bar's now popped as well.
Ooh, he might get a sticky off on this armored car, which is stuck a little bit between the hedge. Oh, the animation
wow.
cancels! Oh no, he might lose this bar rifle squad though. Oh, he's gonna...
Oh no, he
does
does lose it.
A stray bullet from an MP44 shoots him in the back while he's retreating. And there's the M8 from the mortar half-track. He's got 2 M8 kills to his name now. What kind of
DevM's
difference
army
does he
is
have?
really shrunk.
Yeah, DevM's army is basically nothing. He had 4 rifle Jeep opening, so he lost 2 rifles, so he's down to 2. He lost an engineer flamer while repairing that first M8 that got immobilized, and he also lost both of the M8s. So now down to Thompson Rangers, 2 bar rifles and a flamer NG. And this reminds me of the game that we casted on Angerville with Pepsi. You know, DevM is now going to be forced to rebuild some tier 1 units if he wants capping power. And it's just, yeah, it's so detrimental to his playstyle. I think DevM really wants to be aggressive, but he just can't afford it.
Ooh, we could be seeing some Panzer IVs out fairly shortly. We have the Panzer IV upgrade in the tier 4 building.
Panzer IV with skirts is completely going to nullify the Ranger bazookas. It's going to demolish everything DevM really has, and it's going to force him to build an AT gun. Something he can't afford, losing 2 rifles and an engineer squad and 2 M8s. There's an off map somewhere. It's going to be on the mortar half track. It's not moving away, Symbiosis. I can see the smoke. Oh, nice first shell. Takes down to 70% health, but now he's reversing away, dodging the 5 other shells.
Luftketten on the left-hand side cloaks to avoid getting fired upon. Triple cap VPs from Symbiosis.
Yeah, the drain is really on DevM right now.
Another M8 from DevM.
Yeah, I don't know about that really. He needs something.
I know what. I think I know
mobile.
what Symbiosis is doing. I think he's going for Panthers here because he's getting the Panzerjäger Marder upgrade. And he already got the P4 upgrade, so I think he's pushing for Panthers now because he's floating a bit of manpower as well.
It's gonna be good if DevM eventually goes for a tank depot upgrade. He needs those Panthers unlocked. He might not even, you know, have to buy them when he actually unlocks them, but just having the option to buy them is gonna save him from some form of tank depot play.
Well, he's going to need to build himself the tier 1 building, I believe, if he wants to get those Panthers. So
Do you really need that for Panthers?
I think you need all tier buildings.
You need a bunch of upgrades, that's for sure. Here's armored car. Dodges the first bazooka, second one goes in though. The M8 is right there as well. This focus fire from the AT half-track really
So brutal.
biting into the manpower from DevM.
That's like 120 manpower right there.
Yeah, the focus fire from the light AT half-track is really good against the airborne and infantry players. Doing a lot of manpower damage very quickly. It's gonna continue shooting on these rifles as well.
Okay, the tier 1 building is apparently not required because Panther battle group is now unlocked for 1,000 manpower. We're only 300 manpower away from seeing those double Panthers rolling onto the field.
And there's the immobilization on the M8. The AT half-track though will most likely go down, and the mortar half-track is far out of range to be able to bombard it.
Yep, down it
There
goes. And the mortar half-track doesn't have a hedge to sit behind to shoot at it now from. Because, well, partially because the hedge next to it is destroyed, and partially because that M8 got immobilized so far away from the right-hand side.
DevM now going for a VP.
Oh, Flamer goes down.
Oh no! He lost it to the infantry halfback.
Where the fuck
Second
did the
Ranger
sticky
squad
go?
are bot.
Second Ranger, don't know about that. With Panthers on the way.
But DevM doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that, but he should be suspecting it by this point. Panther's going to be
seen a
hitting the
lot
field
of
any
units
second
being
now.
rebuilt by Symbiosis. You know, he hasn't lost the armored car, I think, but the only thing he's had to rebuild is the light AT half-track.
Nice use of suppression to keep those Rangers down, but only one casualty suffered. Panther battle group now hits the field. Double Panthers on the field.
That's really going to counter all these Rangers. Panthers are pretty notorious for sniping infantry.
Triple defensive ed MP44s, 25
Oh
kills.
god.
Time to engage Terminator mode. And down goes
And
the
there's
M8.
the M8.
Are there any ATGs? No, of course not, because there's 2 Ranger squads on field.
Let's see if he started building... Nope, he just spent all his manpower reinforcing all of his units back in base. Especially all those expensive Rangers. Now here comes the Panthers, so also just gonna go straight into the base. He's like, fuck it.
Butterfly bombs are now available for use against
Butterfly bombs unlocked, 100 munitions to spend, and he's dropping them just behind the Panthers, giving himself a bit
Nice
of
cover.
bit of cover for when he eventually soft pedals back.
That was a much better choice than what I would have done. I would have put him on the cutoff for the American player, most likely. But covering your escape with the Panthers is even better.
300 points.
It's PE on Ango, DevM. Come on, you can do it! Come back!
And he says he played horrible the last 2 games. And he throws in the towel, he throws in the GG.
Well, with two Panthers out and losing so many units, 2 rifles down, 2 engineers, if not 3 even, and 3 M8s, was it?
Yeah,
With
I think he's
Panthers
going
now
for one
destroying his
final
base.
push now. He's going for one last ditch attempt to try and just grab the VP, decap the FHQ, and kill everything all at the same time. But now
Look
we're
at
going to see
everything amassing from
Infantry
Symbiosis,
MP44s versus 2 Rangers.
But they
He's
have
going to
healing on
garrison
their
them as
side,
well. Oh, they're going to be very tough. They're going to be healed and garrisoned at the same time.
And triple defense it.
Well, the Rangers are making quite a spearhead.
Wow, what just suppressed?
The
put it
infantry
in
out
somewhere?
track. Infantry out track.
Really? Ranger against armor?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if the half-track at least goes down, DevM is valiantly trying to do some form of a push here, but he really needs the VPs. Oh, now he drops one of the bazookas from one of the Thompson Rangers. He picks it back up. Oh, there's a huge mortar round. Takes out 2 Rangers and 1 gets shot down by the Luftwaffe ground forces. He's chasing the mortar half-track now. He's tired of it.
Oh,
No,
he loses a
one of
Ranger.
them.
Oh boy, on retreat as well. And there's the drop. There is the drop, and that's game. That's 3-0. 3-0 to Symbiosis versus DevM in this grand final of the WmD Invitational number 4. Symbiosis takes the cup. Takes the 1v1 cup. Is this the point at which we can say Symbiosis is the best 1v1 player out there right this minute, right now in COH? I think it is. He has shown himself to be a very, very tough opponent. And he's gone through this series. How many games has he conceded in the entire series?
2 against Armstrong.
That's right, he conceded 2 against Armstrong. Armstrong was a tough opponent for him, but then 3-0ing DevM, who in turn threw down the smack on Aljaz in the previous games. So that's an incredible feat by Symbiosis. I mean, what do you make of it?
I don't know, man. It's very... I don't know. It's just such solid play in all 3 matches from him. He was really on top of his game. Maybe maybe going to that 5th game against Armstrong really gave him, you know, more energy after winning the 5th round against Armstrong on Longre. And he just kept steamrolling after that. It's like he was 2-0'd by Armstrong in the first 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just so elated after beating Armstrong. He was just like really pumped to go in and beat DevM. I mean, DevM's such a powerful player. Jeep usage is just so good. Gotta be the best in the game right now with the Jeep. But Symbiosis, his unit preservation and his tactics and his micro, everything was just tip top with the grenade dodging and, you know, pulling out these slightly weird and wacky strats, but making it work. And I mean, both players were pulling out weird and wacky strats all game long, but it was Symbiosis who came out on top. So we've got to throw down a huge congratulations for Symbiosis. He's put on a really good show for us, as have all the players who tried so hard to get so far. A big congratulations have to go out to DevM, of course, as well, for getting so far into the tournament and just getting cut down by Symbiosis at the last hurdle. So this is the point where we should probably throw out all the shout-outs and do all the advertising. Obviously, this was a WmD tournament hosted and refed by Sandland, General Hell, and Perlictor, and all the other guys in WmD. They were the ones who organized this tournament and put it together, and they were the ones who got this tournament going. So we have to put out a big shout out to those guys. Teabag for making the splash screens. I'll just give you guys a little look at the splash screens. There's one awesome one which has the plane on it. Yeah, that one, yeah, looks fucking cool. That's by Teabag, also in WmD. Recently promoted to artist, woohoo, and GR stuff. And don't forget to follow this Twitch channel. You're going to be seeing plenty of live casts, I'm sure, in the future. Anything WmD related, or you might see some more stuff from the Frontline network. If you do want to see more stuff from the Frontline network, that's me and Tommy who have been presenting the show to you tonight. Please go to the link that Fatal just posted in the chat. That's youtube.com/the Frontline network. Go there. Please do subscribe. We're so close to that 1,000 mark now. We just need, I mean, we've got 381 viewers on right now. So if you guys can if just like 80 of you went there and hit the subscribe button, you tip us over to 1,000. It would mean so much to us. And well, that's about it from me. Any closing words, Fatal?
I just have to congratulate Symbiosis for 3 great games against DevM. I did not see that coming from a mile away. I don't know exactly what happened, but he was so much on top of his game. You know, a teeny bit of luck with that 105 in the second game, I must say. But apart from that, you know, he was just so on top of his game. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He most likely had it all thought out in his head beforehand, before he went into the matches against DevM. And then he executed everything perfectly. And he just, like, slowly and easily and steadily just steamrolled DevM out of the finals.
Yeah, it was a tour de force by Symbiosis, and really just brilliant stuff. And to answer a question in the chat, if DevM loses, no, he does not lose his expert badge. He's still better than all of you scrubs. So anyway, so final thing, don't forget, subscribe to the Frontline Network, follow the Where's My Demo Twitch, and thank you, Where's My Demo, for hosting the tournament. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the show. Good night.